Picture this scenario. You are planning a trip to Las Vegas. If you follow my channel, you know how I operate. I am not spending $500 a night on a Bellagio penthouse, but I refuse to stay in a rundown, neglected room. I want clean, modern, safe, and reasonably priced. I was browsing through major booking engines recently, running my standard price and location filters, when a brand new listing popped up. Palette, Las Vegas. The gallery looked incredible. Minimalist bedrooms, crisp white linens with custom branded accent pillows, warm designer lighting, and a resort pool that looked like a quiet oasis right off the South Strip. It was listed as a fresh, independent boutique property with an introductory rate that looked like an absolute steal. You land at Harry Reid Airport, grab your carry-on, take a ride share down Tropicana Avenue, and walk up to the counter with your booking confirmation in hand. That is the exact second your vacation gets completely derailed, because Palette Las Vegas does not exist. You are actually standing in the lobby of the OYO Hotel and Casino, formerly the Hooters Hotel, consistently ranked among the most complaint-ridden budget properties on the entire Strip corridor. The elevators are broken, the hallways smell terrible, and those crisp designer rooms in the listing photos. They were fabricated entirely by generative artificial intelligence. When one traveler walked into this exact trap and confronted the front desk, the clerk shrugged and casually admitted, "Oh yeah, that is just us. Management put up the fake listing to see which ad gets more traction." Welcome back to The Frugal Traveler. I am your host, and today we are tearing the lid off one of the newest, most deceptive trends in the hospitality industry, the rise of AI-generated ghost hotels. I'm breaking down how this operation works, why major travel platforms let it happen, the exact red flags I look for before clicking book, and my step-by-step emergency playbook to get every penny of your money back if you ever get duped. Let us get into the mechanics. To understand how deep this goes, we have to look at what actually happened at 115 East Tropicana Avenue. For years, travelers who do even 5 minutes of research have known to approach OYO with serious caution. The reviews are packed with warning signs. Broken elevators in a 19-story tower, stained mattresses, HVAC units that sound like jet engines, and total deferred maintenance. In a normal business, you fix this 2 ways. You invest capital into renovations, or you drop your rates to reflect the true quality of your rooms. Instead, someone in management chose option 3. Why spend real money on paint and drywall when you can invent a brand new hotel on a computer screen? They created a fictitious hotel brand called Palette Las Vegas, sometimes listed as Palette, alongside another alias called Collection O. They took actual photos of their rundown OYO property and ran them through AI image generation filters. Look at what they did. They smoothed out the damaged drywall, rendered digital boutique furniture into the rooms, and used AI to slap the word palette across the bedrunners and headboards. But because generative AI is sloppy, they left blatant visual artifacts behind, including old Hooters hotel logos still visible in the background reflections of supposedly brand new rooms. Then they pushed these phantom listings live across Expedia, Booking.com, and Travelocity as verified, brand new hotels with zero historical baggage. When travel creators began exposing this on social media, the excuse thrown around was that this was just marketing A/B testing. Let me be blunt. That defense is complete nonsense. A/B testing is when you test 2 thumbnails on a video, when you take money for a product that does not exist and deliver a substandard broken room. That is not marketing. That is deceptive misrepresentation. Worse yet, investigators discovered that on identical dates for identical physical rooms, the fake AI palette listing was selling on Booking.com for $33 more per night than the standard OYO listing. Think about that. They were actively charging travelers a premium for an imaginary renovation. Guests were paying extra for the privilege of walking down 18 flights of stairs because not a single elevator in the building was working. Now, is this just one rogue property in Vegas or a global trend? This is part of a much larger systemic shift. We saw the exact same evolution happen in the restaurant world with ghost kitchens, where one kitchen operates 15 different gourmet burger brands exclusively on delivery apps. Now the hotel industry is adopting the ghost playbook, supercharged by generative AI. We are seeing this happen in 3 distinct ways across the globe. First, the reputation scrub. Low-rated economy motels spin up sub-brands or collection names to wipe away years of one-star reviews without investing a single dollar into physical repairs. Second, the inventory hack. Aggregators list phantom rooms or unverified properties to artificially boost their regional footprint and capture higher search rankings. Third, pure phishing listings. Scammers generate photorealistic luxury listings, like fake canal apartments in Amsterdam or non-existent villas in Bali, collect non-refundable deposits, and disappear before the platform realizes the property never existed. Why do the major online travel agencies, the OTAs like Expedia, Agoda, and Booking.com, let this happen? Scale and automation. OTAs list millions of rooms across hundreds of countries. There is no human inspector visiting a property before an account goes live. The platforms collect a percentage fee on every booking, as long as transactions process and dispute rates stay low. Automated algorithms prioritize volume over verification. By the time public backlash forces an OTE to delist a deceptive listing, dozens of travelers have already had their vacations ruined. That means the burden of defense falls entirely on you. You cannot blindly trust a listing just because it appears on a household name booking site. Last year, while hunting for a last-minute layover deal near Miami Beach, I found a slick, neon-lit eco-loft listed on Agoda for $79. The renders looked like a 5-star Art Deco suite. But when I pulled up the satellite coordinates on Street View, the front door was a boarded-up check-cashing storefront sandwiched between two vacant lots. That 3-minute check saved my entire weekend. Here is my personal 5-step detection blueprint that I run before I ever enter credit card information. Step 1. The Street View Ground Truth Check. Never book a property based solely on the in-app map pin. Copy the exact street address and drop it into Google Street View. Look at the physical building with your own eyes. Does the marquee match the listing? If the listing says Palette Las Vegas, but Street View shows a giant sign that says OYO Hotel and Casino, you have your answer immediately. Step 2. Spotting the AI fingerprints in the gallery. Generative AI still leaves distinct digital footprints. Check typography on towels, bathrobes, wall art, and headboards. AI frequently botches lettering, creating warped fonts or misspelled words. Look at surface textures. AI renders interiors with an eerie, hyper-smooth plastic sheen. Watch for ghost artifacts in mirrors and reflections. Step 3. The missing exterior rule. Digital tools can easily render a bedroom interior, but faking a coherent, multi-angle exterior photo that matches an actual city street is much harder. If a listing has 45 high-definition photos of bed pillows, coffee cups, and faucets, but 0 clear, wide-angle photos of the exterior facade, parking lot, or entryway, walk away. Step 4. The One Review New Property Trap. Be extremely wary of listings flagged as new to the platform that have only 1 or 2 reviews, especially for large, multi-story operations. Skip generic text reviews and click straight to the Guest Photos tab to see what the room looks like under real conditions. Step 5. The 60-second direct call. If an offer looks too good to be true, call the local number listed for the property. Ask them directly. I am looking at a reservation under the listing name on Expedia. Can you confirm that this desk manages that specific listing and that the room matches the photos online? If the clerk sounds confused, names a different property, or the line is dead, close your browser tab immediately. Now, what happens if a deceptive listing slips past your radar and you find yourself standing in a lobby realizing you have been bait and switched? Most people panic. They argue with the clerk, get angry, give up, check in anyway, and then try to complain 3 days later after checking out. If you do that, you will lose your money. Here is your emergency dispute protocol. Rule 1. Do not accept the keys. This is the golden rule of hospitality disputes. Do not hand over your ID. Do not sign any guest registry cards, and do not accept the key cards. The moment you sign that card and unlock the door, booking platforms and banks classify the transaction as services partially consumed. I learned this the hard way in Denver 2 winters ago. A budget chain had rebranded an unheated annex as a luxury chalet. The desk clerk pushed the magnetic keys across the counter and said, "Sign the pad. No refunds." I kept my hands firmly in my pockets, looked him in the eye, and told him I was not accepting possession of the room. That single refusal was the only reason American Express approved my chargeback 24 hours later. State clearly to the clerk, "I am not checking in. This property does not match the contracted booking, and I am formally rejecting possession of the room." Rule 2. Capture your evidence packet on site. Before you leave, ensure your smartphone's GPS location tags are enabled. Take time-stamped photos and video of the exterior marquee, the lobby, and the front desk, showing the actual name of the hotel. Take immediate full-page screenshots of your booking confirmation, the advertised photos, and the listing description before they get scrubbed from the web. Rule 3. Call the booking platform and use contractual language. Do not message an automated chatbot. Call customer support immediately while standing near the lobby. Tell them clearly, "I have arrived at the property, and I am invoking your guest booking guarantee. This listing is an active misrepresentation. The property listed on your platform does not exist at this location. I have not checked in. I have refused possession of the keys, and I require an immediate penalty-free cancellation along with emergency relocation assistance to an equivalent property." Rule 4. The credit card chargeback play. If both the hotel and the platform refuse to refund you, initiate a formal dispute with your credit card provider under services not as described or failure to provide promised services. Attach your evidence packet, the screenshot of the AI listing, the GPS tagged photo of the real marquee at that exact address, and documentation showing you rejected the room on site. When banks see clear side-by-side evidence of a bait and switch, they will reverse the charges. Being a frugal traveler has never been about choosing the absolute cheapest option on the screen. It is about value maximization, getting the absolute best experience, safety, comfort, and memories out of every single dollar you work hard to earn. The travel landscape is changing fast. As AI tools get more sophisticated, bad actors will find new ways to dress up subpar experiences. But when you know the systems, understand the red flags, and know your consumer rights, you can navigate the world with complete confidence. I want to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever encountered a ghost hotel, a bizarre AI listing, or a classic bait and switch while traveling? Tell me your story below. Your experience might save another traveler from making the same mistake. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Until next time, travel smart, stay vigilant, and keep exploring. I will see you in the next video.